headed by the president. So we have health department, we have the Minister of Aviation, we have the Minister of Interior, the Defense.
Yes.
All of them together, they have to put the plan for us to go on. Because this is, again, the Minister of Tourism can do so much, but he cannot do everything. But the president can. The president can, because he got all the tools in his hands. But the minister will, he will try his best. But would that be enough? That's the question.
We have to also address the Arab tourism. And the Arab tourism.
Yes.
And we used to receive many Arabs during the past years.
Yes.
However, during the recent 10 years, they've been lessened. Why? And how can we attract such a tourism or a brotherly tourism to Egypt back?
This is actually very important question. The number one, from my point of view, the competition is very high from the neighbor countries, as you said now, from Turkey and from Malaysia, for example, are attracting a lot of Arabs now, are going there for shopping and for leisure, for food and for everything. The transportation is very important. I mean the internet, the aviation, the flight is very important to increase. And this has to be the plan, not only for Egypt Air, and to encourage international airlines companies to fly to our country. This is number two. Number three, when we address the message to other Arab countries, actually, especially in the or something, we are brothers. We are Egypt is so. Come and stand, and be with the Egyptian people during this time, which we are raising our hands.
We are not speaking just during these times, but even before the revolution, the number of Arab tourists decreased.
Yeah, this for the competition.
Very much.
Competition is very high from the other countries. And
what accommodation do they have from other countries more than we give them here?
Exactly. Because in other countries, they don't have only the hotels. They have also condos or apartments, bungalow, whatever, they can rent and they stay a month. It's a family house. Why shall I pay on the hotel $200, $300, $400 where I can pay less, much less?
So we're speaking here about the rates.
Rates is very important.
The rate
of that's why I was going to say, and that's really a good question. I mean, there is, let me tell you something. In Egypt, if the director of sale of the general manager of a hotel, for example, wake up in the morning and he wants $200, he put $200. Tomorrow, the same person, tomorrow, tourism is down, he's going to go $10. I mean, there is no policy, because there is no strategic plan. You know what I mean?
There
is no policy.
Yes.
But the other countries, I must say, they have a stable kind of rates, So that's why the Turkey, for example, I mean, it jumps, to a very high level, because they have, or they are smart about the rates. That's why they encourage lots of people. And also, I must say, we also, there is a point about us, Egypt in general, government and the people. We always judge everyone, always. And this habit must taken out of us. We have to respect, and I honor you, whether you are black or white or Jewish or Muslim or Christian or American or whatever, But everyone is, in a lot of cases, they I don't know what to say, they are really unfair.
Yes, they treat people according to how much they're going to pay.
Yeah, exactly. It's unfair.
Actually, we are treating people according to nationality, and this is very strange all over the world. Yes. So the Gulf people.
We have rates.
We have rates.
Yeah.
We have rates for people.
And even this also has to be changed, actually, because we are
We
I
need
don't know.
to regain
Sometimes
the
you are American and your wife is
Yes, you're right.
Australian, so this rate and this rate, something less. And even
Strange.
for the museum and for the monuments, this you cannot find.
Exactly. So can we say that the rates of prices, or we are not competing to the international rates of prices
We are not competing.
worldwide?
Frankly speaking, we are not.
What do we need to do about this?
Policy, strategic policy, as Mr. Nazmy said. Yeah, we have to set a policy. This has to be all the concerned authorities has to sit together and to many things. The revolution has to change many things. As I said now, sometimes the American husband with his wife Egyptian, he paid $100 and his wife paid 10
pounds.
10 pounds or something like that.
Yes.
This you cannot find everywhere in the world. So the rates itself of the hotel has to be firm, has to be something equal to all the travelers. To seasonality, it's okay. To this happened everywhere in the world, but according to nationality, this is unfair. This also the offers which has been, for example, by Malaysia or by Turkey or something like this, attracting a lot of people.
Yes.
They have a good promotion campaigns in the Arab world.
Exactly.
Very strong promotion campaign. You see in the TV.
We've seen
everywhere.
in many international media.
Yes,
The
this very,
promotions.
the Egyptian, the people themselves, how to treat the travelers.
Exactly.
This is very important
Exactly.
because actually, if you take taxi driver in these countries which you are talking, he is a good example for the citizen of the country, treat you very well and so on. So how to educate the people who are dealing with the traveler in Egypt, starting from the police officer, or sorry, police soldier, the normal people, the at the shop, or
raising
the seller.
awareness of people to how to deal with
very
tourists.
important. This give because actually this is a good combination of the of the country itself, starting from his arrival to the airport till he leaves the country.
I have 5 minutes maximum, and I have two important questions to speak about. So first, domestic tourism, and if we're suffering from the non-arrival of foreign or Arab tourism in the meantime, how we can promote for domestic or at least encourage domestic tourism?
I think Egyptian tourism, it's seasonal. That's only Egypt can go on holiday. If it's summertime, if it's a feast like this one, for example. But you cannot depend on the domestic tourism in your investment. You can't. You're gonna suffer the rest of your life. I'm right or wrong?
This is very important. This is very the strategy, mind, the thinking of the Egyptian people also has to be changed actually. So some countries, for example, if we are talking about Japan, for example, Japan, the population of Japan is about 120 something million or something like this. So the Japanese traveling abroad about 15 million or something like this. The Japanese who are making domestic travel about 500 million or something like this. So everyone about more than 3 times a visit per year to the inside the country or domestic tourism. So for the Egyptians themselves, the culture of traveling, we might travel or something, but it's not organized trip or something like this for individuals. So through the travel agent, if the travel agent himself making plans to attract the people to go to Sharm el-Sheikh, because actually, so the Egyptian always suffering when you go Sharm el-Sheikh, we pay more than travelers, the international traveler, because those who are coming from Russia, for example, they have travel agent and they buy good sales.
Yes.
So the culture itself has to be changed.
Yes. 2 minutes. Every one of you gentlemen has 1 minute to speak about how he viewed the future of tourism in Egypt.
The tourism or the future of tourism in Egypt, I think is going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be actually fantastic, provided that our government take a big role, important role, the private sector as well, and the Egyptian people, they have to know it's their responsibility. security comes actually number one before all that. I have to make the tourists very secure in order to come to Egypt. And you will have to look at the tourism industry as a national project, national income, our piece of bread for everybody.
Exactly.
You know, if we can do that, we are going to reach a very high level of tourism.
Let's just cross our fingers. Yes.
Me, myself, I'm optimistic also about the future of tourism. We have suffered, we have faced a lot of problems, starting from the 18th, if you remember, and so on. But I'm sure the people who make the revolution in Egypt, the people, they are capable, you know, to overcome the problems which are facing in the tourism industry. Day by day, everybody is understanding and the importance of tourism in our economy and in our life. So I'm optimistic about the future.
And one more last thing to say, you know, that I'm asking everybody to make a use seriously of the revolution of January 25th and make a use of the sound of it for a lot of people. A lot of people around the world, they respect what Egyptians did, like they did in the past. Now they even better. So let us use it for our benefit.
Yes. Gentlemen, Dr. Mohamed Nazmy, tourism expert, Dr. Zina Sheikh, member of the Tourism Chambers. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us, and happy Lesser Bayram for both of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Happy Lesser Bayram.
Thank you very much. Dear viewers, happy Lesser Bayram for all Muslims around the globe. Thank you very much for watching, and good night.